Good afternoon, everybody. I was made aware of this just now from Wrestling Inc., and it's on other dirt sheets as well. It's a story pertaining to Alexa Bliss and a scammer impersonating WWE's Alexa Bliss, bilk elderly retiree out of almost $1 million. Wrestling Inc. is the source. Check them out. The link will be in the comments section down below. Basically, it states the story revolves around a man named Alfred Mancini, who was contacted online by one or more people pretending to be Alexa Bliss. Over the course of years, Mancini was convinced to send hundreds of thousands of dollars to these scammers, believing that he was in an online relationship with Bliss and she needed financial assistance. Basically, here's more about it. Mancini's son, Chris, attempted to intervene at various points, even going so far as to move his father's last remaining $100,000 into a bank account that he couldn't touch. However, this caused Alfred to sue his son in an attempt to gain access to the funds, leading to Chris getting in and their relationship fracturing. As a result, Alfred sent the last of his money to the scammers before he died from complications after having neck surgery. You know what? And this is really bad in itself because, once again, Alexa Bliss is thrusted into a situation where there's harm. This woman has been at the subject of a lot of psychopaths the last several years. Who could forget the guy that actually tried to hurt both her and her husband, threatening to kill them? He claimed the guy claimed he was in love with her and they were married. And that kind of situation provided a lot of trauma for Alexa Bliss. Then she left to go have a child. Congratulations. And now, once again, her name is being put back into a bad situation. Why is it Alexa Bliss seems to get more involved with psychopaths and sick people? What is it about her that draws all these nutcases to do all these things? Again, $1 million. And the person did not know that obviously it was a fake Alexa Bliss account. There are a lot of accounts on social media that do, in fact, do this kind of stuff. And with the rise of this kind of thing, along with the internet, and let's be honest, the internet, it's a great invention, but it's also one of the worst to mankind because this kind of stuff, it generally happens more and more. And a lot of people, they seem to really understand the dangers of it, but there are those people out there that really get fooled very easily. And that's one of the main criticisms of the internet. I feel bad for Alexa Bliss. I feel bad for the person that got scammed. And it just goes to show, like, again, with these wrestling fans, I mean, there are just some deranged wrestling fans that do so many sick things. Zach Madsen attacks Bret Hart at the Hall of Fame. Some lunatic went to Sonya Deville's house with the intent to kidnap her. You have all this stuff with Alexa Bliss. It's seemingly a pattern that always happens with these wrestling fans. They are, without a doubt, some deranged psychopaths that are wrestling fans. I honestly cannot believe that there are people out there that really buy into entertainment so much to where they think it's real, and they have to basically create accounts to cause harm to not only the performer by doing these types of scams, but also to go and hurt somebody else. You know, wrestling is great for the entertainment, but it has attracted a lot of lowlifes as well. And I feel like this is reoccurring with Alexa Bliss. Say what you will, you don't have to be a fan of hers. If you are a fan or if you're not, fine. But don't do stupid stuff like this. And that's really the criticism that all wrestling fans really need to remember and think about. Alexa Bliss, she's a normal person just like the rest of us. She does things throughout the day. She's a happily married woman. Why can't people just leave her alone? You know what I mean? I wish that some of these people that are wrestling fans would actually use better judgment. And it sadly is a reoccurring thing with a lot of wrestling fans being deranged, and they do stupid stuff like this. And this is why it's always going to be an on and off thing. It's a real shame. And honestly, it's not right. I mean, there's already a lot of scams going on out there as it is in the world. I mean, it's not just wrestling, but the internet is full of crazy, psychopathic, scumbagish people. That everybody can obviously agree with me on. I mean, heck, in the YWC on YouTube, look at some of the people on this platform as it is. But again, it goes back to the question, why does Alexa Bliss get targeted like this frequently, if not more than a lot of other performers do? There's just something about her that really draws all these nutcases in. And it's horrible. I really would like for people to use better judgment on the internet. I mean, I obviously will not happen, but to the ones that don't, do you really think that doing stuff like this is really acceptable? Really, it's just really messed up on how this kind of stuff always happens. I mean, it happens in everywhere, but I mean, it just really is. It's troubling because it's reoccurring, and it just seems like this kind of thing is never ending sometimes. And a lot of it is just focused on wrestling fans. And there are just really some really sick, deranged fans out there that'll really do all this stuff to really think that they're doing it for the love of wrestling. And it's just breaking the law. And that's really the issue. And that's what it comes down to. I feel bad for Alexa Bliss and the guy that got the person that got scammed. And this shit needs to stop. If you're a wrestling fan and you really think all this stuff is real and you're going to go and cause someone harm on the internet and do this kind of stuff, don't do it. Because that's not what wrestling is about. And it's no longer about the love of entertainment. It just comes down to it. It's just doing horrible things and breaking the law. Like this is absolutely unforgivable. And I honestly, I hope that person gets their money back. I really do, because times are tough right now. The last thing that people should do is cause someone economic harm when things are so costly right now and just the way the world is. So much stuff people could do with their time, but they would rather go online and do stupid things like this. Like, Jesus Christ. I'm going into a bit of a rant here, I know, but use better judgment, people. That's all I'm saying. What do you guys think about this situation? Tell me in the comment section down below. Wrestling Inc. is the source. Check them out. Thanks again for watching, and please, everybody, don't do stupid things like this. All right? Thanks for watching. Take care.